Hi, I have a question. Chinese people often say, can we make friends? How to answer to this question and how to make friends, how to find friends, how to approach people, especially foreign people. What do you think?
Okay, like it's a little bit awkward because
Why?
it's like they're stranger, right? They're not like the first time they
Yeah, they
meet
just see you say, like they come to and say, hello, can we make friends? And I'm like, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what should I say. What's the response like? Or if I say yes, they're like, thank you very much. And if I say no, they are very offended. If I say maybe, they're like, eh?
Okay,
So,
maybe he's a very cute guy. You will think, okay, just like talk with him. But it's it's not. Maybe you just.
I think for foreigners who just arrive in China, in the beginning it's okay. Like they can we make friends? Oh yes, and they share like WeChat or something, and then they say another way Chinese people approach foreigners. They say, "Can I take a picture with you?"
Yeah.
And you're like, first you feel flattered, like, oh, I'm so handsome, I'm so cool. You want to take a picture with me? Okay. And then after like a few months or half a year, in China, when you hear it all the time, you're like, no, I don't have time. Come on, I want to go. I don't want to take pictures with you. Why? And especially when you see some posts on WeChat, when some Chinese people share like, oh, this is my foreign boyfriend. Or something. Oh, they show it to family like, look, I have a good foreign friend. I'm so cool. I don't know. It has some bad aftertaste. And many foreigners stop doing it, like taking pictures with people. I still do it, but okay. So what's your idea? How to approach people, make friends, etc. with like foreign people, not Chinese people?
I'm Chinese first, so
Okay.
you know. But I often go abroad, and even before I didn't go abroad, I also make some friends, like Chinese and all foreigners together. You know, like for me, it's it's never be a problem. I don't know why people will suddenly ask, "Can we make friends?" Yes, I maybe from Chinese way I can understand because like Chinese will say 交个朋友好吗? It's like it's show their kindness. They like you. They will
So
say,
you think they just translated from Chinese to
yes,
English?
it's Chinglish. It's exactly Chinglish. So it's not English, but they just 交个朋友好吗? It's like yeah, I want to make a friend with you. Something like that. Yeah, it's okay. Something like, but they translate like that.
If you say no.
Yeah, because it's Chinese way. Chinese they speak Chinese like that. So
Okay.
generally, Chinese with Chinese they will say we will say like 交个朋友好吗? The other side will say yeah 你哪儿的? It's like open.
It's like WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's like WhatsApp, like open a conversation with strangers.
Okay.
So it's show their like kindness, but maybe this is Chinglish. For many foreigners, they feel a little bit awkward. That's why, because language a gap. But I think when I go abroad, generally, I just smile. Like yeah, smile. Or if I somebody hi to me or ciao or something, I also do the same stuff to them. And
That's it?
Yeah, and if I have question, for example, I found some guy like they talking something very interesting. I want join them, right? I will just listen to them for a while, and then naturally I will like cut in with one question or some like context, because they're talking something. If they mention something that I'm very interested, I will just cut in and say, yeah, or something like I agree with them. Oh, no, I don't think like that. It's just like join their topic naturally.
Sometimes, I scare people in this way. Like, I remember last time I was in the Russian airport and there were some people from Latin America and they were speaking Spanish, and I just sit nearby and pretend I don't understand them. And then I listen maybe for 10 minutes or so. And at one point, one guy wanna go and talk with some Russian person who sells some Russian souvenirs and stuff. And he just asked his friends how to say that in Russian, and they don't really know. And then I just tell him suddenly how to say that, and they're like I understood everything they were talking about before. And then they say, oh, you speak Spanish so well, have you been to Costa Rica or somewhere like that? And I'm like, no, I just like Spanish. And, oh, cool. And they're like, wow, and add my WhatsApp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
it's like you understand them and you are really interested in their topic.
But it's a bit creepy, like just some random guy sitting nearby, you think nobody understands you, just speak, and then some guy, oh yeah, you're right, and like,
yeah, like
and they like, you were here for 20 minutes, and like, what?
Yeah, because it's like
but then they open up, they're like, oh, cool, and
no, they won't get surprised generally.
They get.
In many places, like for example, like Italy, Spain,
in Italy,
Mexico.
Yes, but in Russia, if somebody understands Spanish,
maybe different culture, but in Latin language space, generally they are very open.
Okay, it's just a small space, of course.
Yeah, and they like their language are more open, so they are open topic, and also they are very friendly to all the strangers generally. So don't worry.
That's true.
Yeah, just show, if they are really in a chat, not a private chat. Of course, you should understand the situation. Not they talk about their issue, right? Not
and they like.
Yeah, and you are strangers. You suddenly cut in there. It's not so friendly, right?
Yeah.
So it depends the situation. You should understand. Yeah, but it's like a casual talk. I think it's very easy to cut in.
I remember one guy. That guy just doing advertisement, give everybody some business cards, and he just see me and like, I'm a foreigner, gives me his business card. I'm not interested in his business at all. Then he asks, do you like basketball? I say, no, I like soccer more, and so on. And do you like this? Do you like that? Every time I say no. And then he said, but still, you're a foreigner. It's okay. Just give me your WeChat. Like,
what?
Like, okay.
But why?
Yeah, but that time I just like, I'm already
speechless.
tired of this guy. I say, okay, this is my WeChat, get lost. Like, it's the fastest way to get rid of him, and then never talk to him again.
Yeah, it's like maybe
we have nothing in common. I don't like his manner of approaching people. Basically, I don't like the guy. And he's like, okay, buy your foreigner. It's okay, good. Let's exchange WeChat.
Yeah. Generally, like if you want to approach a interesting guy, you think, I want to talk with him or her, right? Mm-hmm. Generally, I can give some like tips. Like, for example, if you really have question, you just directly go there. If they are free now, you can ask them, excuse me, or hi, nice to meet you. I have a question. I think you are, for example, I see a guy, I will say, I think you are from some place. I have a question for that place. Maybe,
okay.
Yeah, maybe that guy really, I can understand his accent or his language is really from there, I can have some conversation nicely. Or you don't have any question, you just want practice your language with foreigners. Generally, many guys, they think, foreigners can practice some language, So in this case, I think if you really want to do like that, I think it's better you go to some like some community, online community, they practice their language free.
Also okay.
Yeah, it's better because you have common like hobby. You all want to practice language, so you can exchange language with that kind of people. But if you just want to catch somebody on the road, they are traveling in China or they are studying in China, maybe it's better, I think, just help people. Like if you think they are traveling in China or they are studying in China, maybe they need friends, they need some help. They are looking like a place. They don't know how to find the place. They are looking for the map or something. Yeah, you go switch to them and can I help you or something? Right?
Yeah, I think
Naturally.
also if you want that other people approach you, you should be open to some people. I remember like one time also in the airport, I had a long time to wait, and that time I just walk everywhere in the airport. It's quite huge, and many, I don't know why, but many black guys from America, they ask me, "Hey man, do you speak English?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh, can you help me to order food, because workers of this airport and all the restaurants, they don't speak any English." And I'm like, "It's the international airport, okay." But they just pick me, not somebody else. They don't ask anybody else. They just like look around and they see that I'm like, whatever.
Nothing to do.
I'm open to talk. I can,
Yeah, very
like,
free.
I'm not like angry, like going like, don't disturb me. Just a bit open. And they're like, "Hey man, do you speak English?" "Yeah, okay. Can you help me? I'm a bit lost." Then we have a chit chat, and
Yeah.
from there you can go on and just talk with them.
Yeah, that's a good way. It's like naturally you approach some guy, you have some question or something, right, to interact with that guy, and you also need to know that situation about that people. Maybe they're in a hurry. Don't stop them because right, it's not polite. Yeah, if they are nothing to do, they have nothing to do. Just stay there for a long time. And maybe they want to talk with the others. If they don't want, they just listen to music, right?
I think generally you can see that if they want to talk or not.
Yeah, people go look around, see, very curious. Generally, they like to be open to talk with the others.
Yeah.
But somebody, they are very serious and they just read or listen to music. They don't want any disturb. So don't approach to these kind of people, right? So I think,
I think don't say, "Can we make friends?" I think it's, even if you want to ask this question, it's kind of too early.
Yeah, another question is, don't directly ask, "Can you teach me English?" Like at random on the street, you ask something like that.
Yeah, generally people will say like, "How much do you pay?" And generally you want to get it for free. So if you want somebody to teach you English for free, you should do some trick, not just directly say like, "Oh, teach me English, you have time, I also have time, just teach me." Hey, it's like, why?
Yeah, it's not so polite. You just try to like take advantage.
It sounds
of
like,
people.
"Hey guy, you have nothing to do, wash my car, eh? Get yourself busy, come on."
You're a foreigner, so please, like I can use you, like.
Yeah, I don't like it.
For free. Yeah, let's make friends. Something like
So generally I'm a bit mean to people. I say like, "How much do you pay?"
Generally.
And they're like,
this guy, weird.
yeah, but if they just start talking to me in English, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, so the just naturally, right, and friendly, to switch people, right, to approach people and open.
Yeah, also remember that foreigners are also people. Just making friends with foreigners is pretty much like making friends with people from your country, just a little bit more difficult because of language. But it's like, do you just approach people like in China or in your own country and say like, "Can you teach me something?" Or just think how you make friends in your own country and then tweak it a little bit and it will work.
Mm-hmm.
That's my idea. And be open.
Yeah, Chinese generally, the problem in China, we don't make frequent talk with strangers. It's the culture. Culture is a little bit closed.
Because it's dangerous?
They feel not so natural, so it's a little bit dangerous. Yeah, even there is the parents often teach their kids don't talk with
I heard
strangers.
about that. But I think it's more dangerous if you're really in trouble. It's better to talk to strangers than just you're
Hold
in trouble
it.
and
Yeah.
something happened and you just don't tell anybody and you
Yeah.
stay in trouble.
Yeah.
I think.
This is about the culture. So that's why Chinese not so naturally to approach to some a stranger and
Got it.
when they approach to foreigners, they just for language, or for curious. So that's why they use that way. And also about language, they Chinglish. So they say something
I noticed one curious thing in China is sometimes I stay on the street, wait for my friend or something. And then some people, even including grannies, some old grandmas, they come to me and ask me, how to go there? Is there a bus there? They ask me some questions about the road, how to get somewhere. And I just think, among all the people who look like Chinese, like local, you pick me to ask the road? And the funny thing, generally, it's near the place where I lived and I know it well. Mm-hmm. And I really tell them. And they're like, okay, thank you. And they go and
they want to practice English with you.
No, they speak Chinese. Even grannies. And
so even the grandma like you so much. They want to
And I remember
talk with you.
Another guy.
Find an excuse, ask a road.
Yeah, I remember another guy approached me in a shop. It's like one of convenience shops. And I was there with my skateboard. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey bro, do you skate? And I'm like, yeah. And from there, we talked about a lot of things. And I met him maybe twice. And he shared his story. And that he married too early.
Okay.
And he's studying abroad and all kinds of gossip. But he approached me like, hey bro, what's up? Do you skate? Are you a skater? I'm like, no, I'm just learning. Oh, cool, and blah, blah, blah. And then we talk about design, about all kinds of things.
Okay.
But he's easygoing, hey, what's up? What's going on? Are you skating? What's cooking? Just like that. And this way you can approach people. But if he just said hey, can you teach me English? That would be worst idea.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Suddenly. Okay. See you.
See you.